First, I want to say congratulations on both Black Widow and No Sudden Move, because I've seen both and you're great in both films.
Thanks, man.
When did you decide you wanted to own July at the box office?
It was sometime last year. I was thinking, what's the month for me? And I came up with July. I mean, it is Independence Day after all, July 4th. And I was like, let's do it then. And I called all the studios and I was like, let's make it happen. No, Steve, come on, I had no say in this.
Well, it's going to be a good 2 weeks for you.
Yeah, no, it is.
When you first got approached for Red Guardian, I'm curious, did Feige or anyone at Marvel tell you, like, this is our plan for multiple films, or was it sort of like, because I think they make everyone sign these multi-picture deals. So did you sort of have any inkling of like where it's all going to go, or is it like one at a time?
There is some chatter around certain things, but we were pretty focused on just this. And they also have like a lot of stuff in the pipe that is, it seems like in this particular phase that there's a lot of different, there's like Eternals and there's different elements to this universe that I think they're branching out at this point until they start to do this. And so I knew I wasn't involved in that branch, that my branch has a certain branch. And so the discussions were, they didn't really give a sense of what was up next. It was more just really focused on this movie and, some speculation of possibilities, but no.
I think after people see this movie, they're going to want a lot more of you in Florence.
Pretty confident. Thanks. Oh, that's very sweet of you to say. I appreciate that.
Very confident. So I spoke to Joe Russo a while back, and he said that the Extraction sequel could be a prequel. So I'm just curious if you have any plans to be working with Chris Hemsworth later this year.
That's a good question. I think it was announced that it will be a sequel, but I will say that I do know that there has been talk, and apparently there is some work starting on what possibly could be something else. That I know Joe is very excited about my character and the dynamic that Chris and I had. Chris and I really like that. And I like that whole world of Extraction. I think Joe's really good at world building. So there has been some talk at Netflix. That's all I can really say, but it won't, I think Chris is moving on in the sequel area, but there is talk about doing other things with it.
Yeah, I want that movie to happen.
Okay, cool.
Obviously, you are currently filming Stranger Things 4, and I'm just curious, obviously, as a huge fan of the series, and I know you can't say much, but can you sort of talk about whatever the hell you can say and maybe how this season compares to the previous ones?
I mean, it's bigger. That's the first thing. In scope, in scale, even in the idea that we're not in Hawkins anymore. We, locale-wise, we're bigger. And then in terms of, we're introducing new stuff, but we're also tightening and wrapping up in a certain direction to make it have a clear, clean, specific, and definite ending at some point, which I can't really talk about. But I mean, I can really only talk. I can talk about Hopper. So far, it's. I guess I say this about a lot of seasons, but it's my favorite season in the sense that he's at his purest. He's at his most vulnerable in a sense. I mean, he's been, as we've seen, he's in this Russian prison. So we get to reinvent him in a sense. I mean, he gets to have a rebirth from what he had become. And we'd always sort of planned this, this almost resurrection of like, you have Gandalf die as Gandalf the Grey and sort of reemerge. And I'm really interested in this resurgence of him. We get to explore a lot of threads in his life that have been merely hinted at that we get to see a lot more of. And there's some real surprises that you know nothing about that will start to come out in this and play big as the series goes on. but it's really my favorite season. I just love it. All the scripts always get better. And these guys, they started out the thing. Season one is so tight and good and intimate in a certain way. It's so good. And these guys go in different directions, of which the fans have multiple takes on. But I will say the writing continues to be of its particular specific genre. Whatever they're doing each season is just extraordinary. And this, again, we top it. Like, I feel like it's a big, beautiful season. I can't wait for people to see it.
Can't wait. Thank you so much for your time. Good luck with the rest of the speed dating.
Thanks, Steve.